And now, one more pool stage battle to fight for Scotland and Japan. For the Scots, the carrot of a second-place finish beckons as they bid to improve vastly upon the frustration of 2025. As the race for the playoffs concludes, Scotland and Japan go head-to-head. Scotland looking to build on positive parts of their performance against New Zealand last time out. From defending a line out inside their own 22, Scotland will have a scrum right on the Japanese line.
Crouch!
Scored 10 tries in their opening two pool matches for Scots. You can see Nairn Moncrief lurking behind Jake DL, the blindside winger. Pack might have other ideas. Lovely platform for Fick to pick his spot, bashing aside players and over. The Pack laid the platform and Matthew Fick did the rest. His first competitive try for Scotland under-20s, and it is a predatory strike. Timing. Lindsay calls for it. Two-man shots from the Japanese all round here. Blythe Lafferty goes again.
Push back.
Fick, gap opened up here. Fick still fighting through it. Roberts locks and loads. The bludgeon is Scotland's weapon of choice right now. 1 metre in it. Lindsay and Preston wait. Lindsay digs it out. Japan in those three-point defensive stances, but they're offside. They were too far advanced at the breakdown. Fick moving it. DL, the bridge pass over the top, and it's a run-in for Dan Kelly. What a championship this young man's having. 3 matches, 3 tries, and that's the simplest of the bunch. Muscular carries from Scotland, narrowing up that Japanese defence, and almost inevitably, acres of space in the wide channels. And acute, but there was always going to be space for Kelly out wide. Another cracking conversion from Jake DL. Roberts wart-hogging through the middle of the maul. Halkin scoops it up to his second-row partner, Lindsay.
Stay back. Thank you.
Fick. Roberts again.
Tackle!
DL leaving it for Kesterton. He goes on his own and wasn't held in the tackle. Scotland winning all these first-half collisions. Halkin through to Bonnet. DL picking his options, going it himself off the deck to Blythe Lafferty, and you'll not stop him from there. Built like a New York fire hydrant. Ollie Blythe Lafferty, Scotland's bulldozer-in-chief, thunders over the Japanese line, and Scotland have eyes on a first-half bonus point. That's 3 tries in the bank. The rugby's a pretty simple game when you're as physically dominant and winning as many collisions as Scotland are. Jake DL, he knew Blythe Lafferty. Doesn't apply on the try line, doesn't apply at pick and go situations. Very much does apply there.
And then you can go up. Yep. Stay Scotland. Stay there. Yeah.
So Japan can go again here. 6-man line out. Scotland get the initial shunt on, but Japan have peeled it really well, and they're rumbling and rolling and scoring. Really sharp work at the maul from Japan, and it's the hooker Koshi Tsumura who has plundered their first try of the game. It's a real coming man in this Japan pack. Koshi Tsumura scored it. Kobayashi brings that round beautifully. Japan have a 7-pointer right on the cooling break. McAfee gets sledgehammered, and Japan have turned it over. And it's booted deep by Yuto Koga, and it's a long march back for Jake DL and company. Campbell Watt acrobatically fields it, and Japan pile over the top of him. They're so effective at the rock, and Scotland infringe. Through it goes, Japan into double figures. And starting to grow into this game, starting to believe for the rigours of this level of rugby and for the senior game beyond. Big overhaul of the domestic player pathways. And it is yielding a much improved performance in this competition compared to last year. One more try and second place in the pool is Scotland's, and the co-captain delivers it. Joe Roberts plunging over, and Scotland are heading for the 5th place playoffs.
Go forward. You come around. You need to go away. Come from there. Yeah. Four. Yeah. Thank you.
It's 3 tries in 2 matches now for Joe Roberts. Bagged a couple of... And a sign of just how badly things are going up front. Japan are going to change 2 of their front row. As DL from the touchline. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Kobayashi goes to the corner again.
Clear the line. Clear the line, 5.
Remember, Japan have never won a pool stage match at this competition. They have to seize these opportunities when they get into the Scottish red zone.
Okay, around now.
Miura
Yeah, you lost it now. Around.
sticks an arm in, wrestles the ball back. And Japan are getting rid of Scots. Miura must score. They've outfoxed and outboxed Scotland at maul time again. And Shota Miura, who already looks to have shored up that line out, is over for a try within 2 minutes of coming on. Morioka injecting the pace. Iwakura wide to Sakata, standing up thick, breezing past Moncrief, who's taken a sore one in that collision. Kobayashi again.
Meets a yellow card threshold.
He doesn't see the player, he doesn't understand.
But even though it meets the yellow card threshold, you go in yellow card and off-field review. Yeah? All right.
Tackle off the ball, propelling him into another player. Jake DL gets the second 40 underway. Game that still hangs in the balance. Game where the next score, Motoyama, will make an impact at scrum time.
Up now. Okay, around.
Scotland looking to maul Japan again.
Number 18.
Penalty advantage coming. Roberts
Number 18.
caught 3 shorts.
Advantage.
Rennie goes in.
Still advantage. 18. Stay red.
Halkin, Finlayson Russell.
Push back. Push back. Thank you.
Lindsay locks and loads. Preston helping him out.
No, leave it red. Push back red. Thanks.
The line beckons for Scotland. Jamie Stewart has a crack, and he grounds the ball through a thicket of Japanese limbs. And the big replacement Scot has Scotland's 5th, and some daylight opens up once more between these teams. He's a player Fergus Pringle was keen to highlight in the build-up to this competition.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Ball's there.
Japan will eye this eagerly, and Shinosuke Uchida has taken matters into his own hands. Oh, that's special. Scotland have been punked down the blind side. A touch of genius from the replacements. And he weaves his way through acres of unguarded territory. That's the spark Japan were searching for. Shinosuke Uchida doubling as a makeshift scrum. Just haven't isolated enough of those positions. Kick is good from Kobayashi there in the HSBC 7s. Morioka through the hands of Iwakura forwards. And McCoughtry has it for Scotland. Stuart Harris knows there will be space back there. Kobayashi against Kelly. Not going to beat the wing for pace. Sato there to help. And now through the middle of Hyakutake. Sato back for Kobayashi. Not a lot happening outside him. He sent Koga after it. Oh, wonderful catch from the fullback. Ball is there for Sato. Got it up in the nick of time. Kobayashi, he thinks there's space off to the left. There is. 2-on-1 here. Uchida's got wheels. Kelly can't get him. Uchida inside. And a wonder try from Japan again. A cherry and white tapestry weaved through the Scottish defence. And Isa Fukada has another. And they're back within touching distance.
Okay.
This is brilliant. This is what Japan do. Unstructured stuff, the accuracy and the speed.
It's by Scotland? Okay.
Ruthless, just ruthless. Kobayashi adds the extras. Suddenly, it's a 2-point ball game. Watch how quickly Japan get onto ball at the breakdown here. It's a Stuart Harris just a bit confused about where he was going. Mather got it away to Cavan, who's carrying well. Not concerned about the clear out from Finn Mather there. Stuart Harris. DL back to Stuart.
No, leave it now.
Japan need a turnover. Scotland are in the right area of the pitch. Stuart Harris shrugging them aside. Bryden, too much power. And that should be the ball game. Ace of Stuart Harris, so alert around the fringes. And Alex Bryden crashing over to perhaps break the Japanese resistance. The serious specimen, Alex Bryden. And he tracked his scrum half really well. The despairing tackle from Fukada, but it wasn't going to be enough with Bryden at full tilt, so close to the try line. And while they know Scotland are under the cosh here, they're backing themselves to claim the restart and get back down here again. Kobayashi bangs the penalty through. Scotland 36. Japan have won the line-out. Scotland up quickly. That's not gone forwards. A few Scottish arms raised in expectation of a decision in their favour as Kise Shin goes on again. Sota Miura, cry of ref, get out the way from a Scotland tackler. Going down the blind side looking for offloads. Sida couldn't get it away. Now Uchida in at scrum half, finding Chikara Fukuda. Suda, Niwa. Japan scored off multi-phase, but they're not going to score anymore. Jake DL with a match-winning intervention. Scotland's teenage superstar twists the knife and makes the game safe. Scotland needed inspiration. They needed something to stem the tide and turn the tables. And the youngest player in their squad, one of the youngest players at this tournament, but one of the most to convert his own try.
Thanks, Alan.
Newcastle Red Bulls have snared a good one. Japan, the line out and the set piece has been their undoing. And Scotland have just had too many horses under the hoods. There were Scottish palpitations in the final 10 minutes of this match, but they have won out, thanks in large part to the influence